dedicated to disinformation. And it's just an end around to not have the government directly censor people, but to define everything that contravenes the objectives of the uniparty in Washington or undermines the centrist establishment as fake news, disinformation, because as we all know, it was fake news and the Russians that were responsible for Donald Trump winning. And we can never let that happen again. And so we all need to come together, stand against fake news. And who are the students that aren't putting up with this crap? It doesn't seem like these are the progressive students. Like these seem like kind of like Trumpian or students that are more on the MAGA side. They're the ones who are willing to talk about the establishment and the Hunter Biden laptop. We're not hearing that much from the left. Actually, when I talk about, what you mentioned about Metabiota, this NGO where Hunter Biden was rustling up the bucks through Rosemont Seneca, this firm he was invested in, to raise money for them to fund biolabs or bioresearch in Ukraine, which is just weird off the bat. When I talk about that, I see mostly like progressive blue check marks calling me Alex Jones when it's just right there in the emails.
Right there.
And I mean,
they did that to me over everything, over Russiagate, over Venezuela, over Syria, over ivermectin. I'm like, no, this is from the NIH. It's not from me. But anyway, they did. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Facts don't matter. So when I grew up, it used to be the right-wing fundamentalist Christians who ignored evidence, facts, and reality. And I couldn't believe how politicians would and now it's shifted. Now it's the Democrats who have no connection to reality. They live in a propagandized world that they enjoy and embrace. They don't mind.
Well, their ideology is reality.
Yes.
Their main goal is to control reality. If they can control reality, they can control the halls of power. And they are desperately afraid of those students and people like them, and that they call them populists.
Yes,
populists, because they're just people who aren't following traditional, verified, certified, established news sources. They're following fake news.
But you understand that the modus operandi for people from the Democratic Party to the corporate news, everywhere in the government, is to divide people.
Yeah.
Right. And so they can't have an Occupy Wall Street happen again. They can't have people come together around a common idea. So what they have to do is make every idea about identity politics. And what does identity politics leads to? It leads to tribalism. It separates everyone. That's what identity, and that's why they push it so hard. And that's why you're a bad person if you don't embrace every little thing of their identity politics, because they've now found a way to wedge us and keep us apart. And